All right, y'all. Sorry for the delay. Excuse me. I actually had an unplanned order today. But of course, without further ado, as you guys already know, what I've been anticipating, I'm going to be using the spray just to try it out, as well as the acrylic that is dripping everywhere. First things first, I do want to point out, immediately upon opening this, the smell is pretty bad. So it has a chemical smell to it for sure. Poly T did not. So obviously it is dilute. I believe Poly T is diluted with the catalyst. So we're gonna see with this. I have the press heating up. I have 2 tablespoons, aka 1 ounce of the polycrylic and 8 ounces of the water, which seems to be the consensus for this concussion. Okay. So I'm going to be doing the math on that. We're going to shake this up really well. Of course, that you must shake it up well. Still smells in here. This has not been sprayed or opened, so I may have to do that off camera outside. Not trying to kill myself for purposes, but we're just shaking this up so we can let it then sit while I cut. Now I'm doing everything on camera, so you can fast forward through whatever parts you don't want to see, just to do an uncut version of this. Now I'm going to do a total of 4 scales, only because I want to wash one immediately, and then I'm going to wait the 24 hours. And so, just in case. Alright, we're not loading the camera. Got a 100% cotton shirt I was practicing on. I always keep my shirts, so when I do practice, I can, use them. I'm not doing big scale. We're not messing up a shirt. I'm not wearing this. I'm not giving it to anyone to wear. Guys, this is a chemical. I mean, it may not be no foul, no harm to some, but maybe to others. Not everyone is created equal, so be conscious, guys. I mean, there's Delta brand t-shirts that are cotton feel. And I'm not sure, the whole point of accomplishing it on cotton would be a customer requesting cotton versus polyester. Then there's the reveal sheets that I stand by as well. Okay, so that's what we got. We got the 4 pieces. Let me go grab my image. Alright, y'all, this is the image I am going to print because it's very colorful. Has every scale of green, pink, red. The paper I am using is the A-Sub Eco in one of my earlier videos. Just recent, not too early on. I tested against the A-Sub that I've been traditionally using upon testing A-Sub 125 with other leading brands. So I'm pretty impressed with the price. You can't let them sit as far as getting like in a room that's moisture. Right? So now that I've got my pieces, we are going to spray it, guys. A thick coat. We're going to cover it, a nice thick coat. Again, I'm following instructions. I'm not cutting corners here. I am doing this exactly how most instruct. Let me grab a good one to protect my surface. So I am going to grab some paper. Got some cardstock at the bottom just to protect my area. We're gonna do both sides. I'm actually going to take off the bottom pieces because it's the bottom of the shirt, just so it don't conflict on the press. All right, just we're removing every obstacle out of the way. Been there, done that. Okay, there's that. I'm gonna cut the images in half and utilize, well, I guess, let me see. Well, anyway, I have to spray this, so let me spray it. I'm gonna turn it over just so that it doesn't coil up, since it is a small piece. Now guys, I soaked the living life of this. It's pretty soaked, okay? I'm gonna turn it back over and put it on my press. I hope I didn't spray anywhere on my desk. Gonna let that kind of, I actually have a heat gun that'll probably be a lot faster. We'll see. Alright guys, I don't know how long that's gonna take to dry, but I'm gonna do another set just to try it out again. I'm actually gonna cut this smaller scale for the polyacrylic. I'm gonna go outside and just coat this all over. Pretty much how I did this set, I'm gonna do here. Be right back. Alright guys, I went outside and sprayed this. I do want to note that this stinks really, really bad. I'm not sure if I want to deal with that at the moment. This is definitely not drying yet. I did soak it though, guys, to be fair. Let me remove it and put it on. I'm actually going to utilize my heat gun to dry this as fast as possible. I'm doing 2 coats on this one. 1 coat, 1 strong coat, because I mean it's soaked through. Still smells pretty bad. We'll dry both sides. Pretty dry to the touch. I'm making sure it's really dry, that there's no issues. There's no air blowing through this shirt. Alright. I'm not sure that I want to press the spray. We'll see. Alright, this one is dry. I'm going to respray. I'm going to put this under here just for one more moment to keep it going. I'm also going to respray this guy. Just to have 2 coats on this one. Okay. Now I'm gonna dry this in a moment. I just gotta come back to that. I want to have a majority of my colors in the image. So, let me show it this way. I'm gonna cut some off just to avoid it. Definitely does have that feel that all the other poly sprays have, like that starchy feel. Alright, we're going to use the same paper to protect it, and I'm going to put it on the press 60 seconds. Alright, I might possibly double protect this. Alright, while that's happening, still stinks awfully. Turn this over. Now y'all, this is more time that it takes, and this is one shirt, each shirt. If you have to dry each shirt like this, let's say 40, 50 shirts. So I'm already seeing on the time side, Poly T has this method beat because it's spray 20 seconds. Maybe you can dry it for 20 seconds on the press like the Poly T. You know, they recommend you press for 20 seconds to remove moisture. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. And of course my paper's stuck. Very starchy, as you hear. Alright guys, that is very, very vibrant. If you can hear that, that's very, very starchy. The amount of ink that is left on the paper is significant. I'm also going to press a piece on a piece of polyester just to compare them. I'm gonna write on that one coat. Okay, and I'm going to continue to dry this one while I have y'all on camera. I'll 2 times this. This is the 2 times coated. I'm going to try to cut the exact image, the exact piece of the image. That we got there. I'm gonna say I cut it off somewhere in the purple, right? We'll cut it all the way through. All right, same image almost, pretty much. I just probably, oh no, I pretty much got it pretty good. All right, anyway, here's the image. Lay it face down. All right. That being said, just turn it, lay it 60 seconds. Now, y'all, I am not certain. We're gonna put these colors on these guys, only because I don't feel like messing up my press. I've done that a lot, guys. I've messed up my press quite a lot. I need to reorganize. So we're gonna do both of these sheets on here to test the spray, and I mean, I coated these things. I'm gonna toss this other one. It stinks. All right, let's grab the two times coated starchy. Of course, that's how they all are. No difference in ink saturation from 2 coats to 1 coat. Okay. There might be a little bit of a difference between 1 coat and 2 coats. Let me press this, and then I'm gonna flip the camera over so you guys can take a look. Actually, before I do that, I want to note, I'm gonna double put this on here. I want to note that I'm going to also press it on 100% polyester t-shirt, my Team 365, just so you guys can see, you know, good old truth. Sublimation is outstanding, how it was created. You know, I know we all desperately want to find cotton because it's cheaper, but some people don't like it, actually, polyester. So I'm also going to do 1 piece in my favorite polyester. I'm going to make sure I do have the colors that are on over there. All right, we got a couple seconds. The smell is awful. Smell is still awful. I don't know if I should even be breathing this. All right. Stuck to the top. Stuck to the top. So y'all, this is the spray that I used rather than the water concussion mix. I really wish I would have done it in the same colors I did this, just to compare, because it looks pretty good. Has no odor to it now, but it does have a yellowish tint. So do these. And of course, that's because the image must be as big, the spray area must be as big as the touch area, yada yada. But let's press this polyester, and then we're gonna get a video of what it's looking like. And then we'll throw it in the wash. Guys, I'm going to do a quick cycle, just so you guys know. We're running a quick cycle, meaning if there is a lot of fade already happening on that, on a full cycle, it will be worse. So I'd like to note that. Polyester, 60 seconds. Let's do that. 14 minutes, guys. Sorry, I am trying to make it shorter. I am going to have to just write on the cardboard. Guys, there is a way to get the neon colors. RGB 1.8, that 2.2 or 2.8. It's good for some pictures. With these kind of colors, CMYK, you can absolutely turn them into CMYK if you Google the RGB code. That'll be a later video that I do on how to get your colors exact. If you got a football team asking you for colors, took me a while to do it for a few football teams. All right, and then we got the good old polyester. No stick. I love that image. Good old polyester. All right, we'll bring it on back. Let's see what's happening. All right, guys. So this is it. This is the polyester. Okay, as you can see, the vibrancy difference is by a lot. I have to get better lighting in here. I'm not sure if you guys can tell that side by side. I'll do one with some light. This is the amount of ink that was left. A lot versus the little bit. Okay. So not only are you wasting ink, I guess, it makes a difference. It doesn't all go onto the polyester. It made no difference in the amount that transferred here as well. Maybe just a little. I'd say a hairline. But the difference in one coat to two coats. And I am going to cut this a certain way so I know which one's which when it comes out of the washer. And then this is the spray. All have that starchy feeling, except the good old polyester. Let's compare them side by side. Okay, we can't really compare the colors because these are this was a different piece of the image, but for the most part, the spray did the job as well. It does have a scent to it. Polyester. 2 coats, 1 coat. All right, let's bring them to the screen so we can take a look at the screen. Let me get, oh, you're probably not going to be able to see. But as you see those colors, this is the 2-coat. One coat. Polyester. Goes this way. Alright, we're going to go ahead and make the mark on the one with 1 coat. We're going to completely take off any white that it has. We're not going to leave any white on the image. That way we know which one is which. Alright, I'll be back when I wash and dry this. Alright, 1 coat. Still has a pretty rough feeling. And the spray pretty much stayed compared to all of them, but you can hear it. It's a little yellow. Alright, so let's do the photo, because the video does not do it justice on how much it really faded.